Good morning. It's snowing here in Basel today and it's hovering just above freezing. So I thought it was a perfect chance to do a little Christmas yoga. So come to your mat, settle in. If you want to push pause and dial up some Christmas music, I'm a big fan of the Spotify Acoustic Christmas playlist, but whatever floats your boat here is great. And then we'll start in Child's Pose. So knees wide, belly soft. Pressing your hips to your heels as you lengthen into your fingertips. If you want, you can touch your forehead to the mat or rest it on a block, whatever you need to do here. And then maybe just rock your forehead a little right and left. And then maybe bring that gentle motion into your shoulders. And then finally all the way into your hips. Taking 2 more long breaths here, remembering you can come back and stay at any point in the practice. Lift your head, keep your chest low, and just walk your arms to the left, stretching your torso long over your left thigh. Maybe pick up your right hand and place it on top of the left. Lengthen here, inhale, and then exhale, fold. Think about lengthening your spine with the inhale, and then using the exhale to press your right hip a little closer to your right heel. Breathing here for 3. Second side, walking your arms across the mat all the way to the right, stretching your belly and your torso over your right thigh. Maybe pick up the left hand and place it on top of the right. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, feel your left hip press a little closer to your left heel. 3 breaths. And now walk your arms again to your regular old child's pose. 1 last breath here. From child's, inhaling to all fours for tabletop, shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. And then exhale, chin to chest, hollow your belly. Inhale, cow, belly down, eyes and tailbone up. Again, exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, hollow. Inhale, cow. 1 more round. Exhale. Inhale, cow. And then bring your spine to neutral. From here, coming into downward facing dog. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees. Taking 5 breaths here in your very first dog. Always meeting this like it's a brand new animal. Like you've never been here before, because it is a brand new body. So move it around if you want, bending 1 knee and then maybe bending the other. Making sure you have lots of space between every finger and the sides of your feet are parallel to the sides of the mat. And then finally here, fire up your Ujjayi breath. So you're breathing in and out through your nose. From down dog, inhale forward for a high plank. Exhale, press back, down dog. Again, inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Child's pose, knees down, hips back. Inhale, cobra, slide on your belly as you lift your heart at the top of the mat. Exhale, child's, hips to heels. And then downward facing dog. Looking at your feet, bend your knees a little, walking your hands to your feet at the back of the mat. Grab your elbows, and for ragdoll, just sway right and left. Bending 1 knee, bending the other. Shake your head. Open and close your mouth to soften your jaw. And then coming back to center, release your arms, look forward, walk it back out. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. From dog, bend your knees, rise to your toes, looking forward, step or hop, feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, look forward to lengthen your spine, and then exhale, deepen your fold. Pressing all the way up here, inhale, stretch to the sky, and then exhale, palms to prayer, release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, look to lengthen. Exhale, deepen your fold. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, keeping the left hand down. Inhale, take your right arm up, simple twist. Exhale, right hand back to the mat, step it back, downward facing dog. Staying for 2 breaths or for a vinyasa. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, deepen your fold. Pressing all the way up here, inhale, stretch. Exhale, palms to prayer, release. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look to lengthen. Exhale, deepen your fold. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Keep the right hand down. Inhale, take the left arm up, simple twist. Exhale, left hand to the mat, step it back, downward facing dog. Staying 2 breaths or for a vinyasa. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Using this time in dog to just catch your breath, to slow down, continuing to warm up. Last breath. Cool, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, look forward as you lengthen, and then exhale, deepen your fold. Pressing all the way up, inhale, stretch, and then exhale, palms to prayer. Release your arms, and then for chair pose, sink your hips low, arms up. Sink even lower with the exhale. Inhale all the way up, exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, look to lengthen. Exhale, deepen your fold. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, this time for a high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Stay as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, deepen your fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Sinking low into your chair, exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold forward right away. Hinge at the hips. Inhale, look to lengthen. Exhale, deepen your fold. Stepping your right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Stay as you exhale. And now inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Find your breath. And now from dog, inhale forward for a high plank. Stay here, remembering you can always lower your knees if you need to. Hugging your belly close to your spine. Driving your heels back. Send your heart forward. Lifting the backs of your legs. Stay with it here. Keep breathing. Inhale. Down dog. Open your mouth. Take a big exhale. And now bend your knees, look forward, and step or jump through to your seat for Navasana, boat pose. Holding behind your knees here if you'd like, or using a strap to hook your feet. From here, maybe you want to bring your arms alongside your calves. Keeping your eyes up. Squeeze your knees, your inner thighs, your ankles. Building some heat here to support your practice. Eyes up. Chest toward your thighs. And now cross your ankles. Let's take a vinyasa. Roll over your feet, plant your hands. Remember, you can always skip it and just step back into downward facing dog. From down dog, bend your knees looking forward. Step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale, deepen your fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Sinking nice and low into your chair, exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, palms to prayer. From here, hands to your hips. Let's take tree pose. So shift weight to your left foot.
Lifting your right knee up, open that knee to the right, and then place your foot inside your left thigh, or your left ankle is great too. Hands can stay on your hips. Maybe bring your palms to prayer. Or finally, if you'd like, reach your arms to the sky. Keeping your eyes up, shoulders soft. Your right foot and your left thigh are in equal relationship here, pressing against one another actively. And now, even though here you are in this active pose, imagine the stillness of those snowflakes falling all around you. The quiet, that cozy winter vibe. If your arms are up, bring your palms to prayer, hands to your hips. Inhale, guide your right knee back to center. Exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms to the sky, high lunge. Exhale, palms to prayer at your heart. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and then exhale, twist to the left, taking your right elbow outside the left thigh. Keep your left shoulder soft and relaxed. Drive your right heel back. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Last breath. And now look down, place your hands on the mat, step it back, high plank, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you'd like here, take a big inhalation, open your mouth and exhale. And now from dog, bring your toes and heels to touch. Inhale forward for a high plank, placing your right hand under your face, swing your heels to the right, take your left arm up, Vasistasana, side plank. Now today, if you want to play a little, bring your left arm long up and over your head. You can stay there, or maybe lift your left knee to the sky. Strong right arm presses the mat away. Lift up. And now inhale, left arm, left leg back to normal. Exhale, left hand to the mat, second side. Swing your heels to the left, take your right arm up. Stay there, or bring your right arm long at a diagonal. And then bring the right toes inside the left thigh, so the right knee stretches to the sky. Pressing the mat away with your strong left arm. Last breath. Inhale, right arm and right leg back to normal. Exhale, high plank. Find your breath. Inhale, down dog. Open your mouth, taking a big exhale. And now bend your knees, looking forward. Step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, look forward as you lengthen. And then exhale, deepen your fold. Bend your knees so much you can press your chest into your thighs. Reach back, interlace hands behind your tailbone, and then drop your fists up and over your head toward the mat. Tucking your face beneath your knees. Keeping your knees as bent or beginning to lift them as much as you'd like. Stay here, breathing for 3. Carefully release your arms, separating your feet hip distance. Grab hold of your big toes for Padangustasana. Inhale, look forward to lengthen, and then exhale, deepen your fold. Letting your neck get loose and soft. Shoulders relaxed as they drop down your back, away from your ears. And then starting to roll your weight slightly forward here. And just noticing how the stretch changes. Release your grip, toes and heels touch, hands on the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, Vinyasa. Any variation,
flow through it, or skip it, and we'll all meet each other here in downward facing dog. Finding your breath. From here, come down to your forearms and elbows for Dolphin Pose. Fingers laced or palms down. And now bring your toes and heels to touch at the back of the mat. Looking forward toward your hands. Inhale, just take your right leg to the sky. Try to keep your hips square so they're closed off. So your right knee points back and down rather than to the side. And now switch. Right foot down. Inhale, take the left leg up. Remember, you can bend your right knee if you need to keep it safe. And now lower the left foot, feet hip distance apart. Last breath here. Child's pose, 2 breaths. Knees down, hips back, rest. Coming back up into downward facing dog. And now bend your knees, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, look forward to lengthen. Exhale, deepen your fold. Pressing all the way up. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, palms to prayer. All right, hands to hips, second side tree pose. So shift weight to your right leg, lift the left knee up, open that knee to the left, and then place the foot inside your right thigh or your right ankle. Hands can stay on your hips. If you want, bring them palms to prayer. Or use an exhale to reach your arms to the sky. We're always trying to tap into that place inside that is still, that's quiet, that's hushed, even in the midst of effort. So engage your right quad, plug your right big toe down. So the corners of your foundational foot there are all pressed down equally. The big toe, the baby toe, and the heel. And then really find that light behind your heart. Last breath. If your arms are up, palms back to prayer, hands to your hips. Guide the left knee to center. Inhale, exhale. Take the left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms to the sky, high lunge. Exhale, palms to prayer. Inhale to lift. Exhale, twist. Taking your left elbow outside the right thigh. Second side, Parivrita Konasana. Breathing here. Driving the left heel toward the wall behind you. Keeping your right shoulder soft. Last breath. And now look down, place your hands on the mat, step it back, downward facing dog. Staying for 2 breaths or for a vinyasa. Inhale forward, exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog, exhale downward facing dog. From dog, bring your toes and heels to touch at the back of the mat. Inhale the right leg to the sky, exhale right knee, right shoulder. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, left armpit, staying there. Spin the left heel down, extend the right leg long. Take your left arm up and over your head. Another variation, if you want, you can bring your left hand to your heart. Lifting. Strong right arm presses the mat away. And now extend the left arm again. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Take down dog, right leg in the sky. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Stepping the right foot forward. Spin the left heel down. Virabhadrasana B. From here, reverse. Inhale, warrior 2. And now straighten the front leg for triangle as you reach forward,
out and down. Left arm stretching to the sky. Right hand reaching for a block, your mat, your big toe, your shin. It's up to you. Really lengthening into your left fingertips here. And now look down. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Right forearm, right thigh. Left arm long at a diagonal. Feel free to reach your right hand to a block or to the mat. Continuing to really spiral your heart open to the sky. And then breathing in and out through your nose. Last two. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two, and then straighten your front leg. Taking a half turn to the left as you bring your toes narrow and heels wide. Reach back to interlace hands behind you. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bow forward. Prasarita Padangustasana, C variation. Quads super strong. Imagine any of that holiday or corona-related tension that is hanging out in your shoulders. It's just gently unraveling here. And now bring your hands to your hips and then place your hands on the mat under your face. Inhale, look forward to lengthen, and then exhale, deepen your fold. Prasarita variation A for 5. Again, if you want, rolling your weight slightly forward to maximize the stretch. And now lift your head. From here, look to the left and walk your hands to the back of the mat for down dog with your left leg in the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee, right armpit. Stay here. Spin the right heel down. Extend the left leg long, taking your right arm long at a diagonal, or bringing your right hand to your heart. Strong left arm presses the mat away. And now inhale, extend the right arm. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Down dog, left leg in the sky. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Stepping the left foot forward. Spin the right heel down, Virabhadrasana B. And then reverse. Inhale, warrior two. And now straighten your front leg. Triangle. Reaching forward, out, and down. Right arm stretches to the sky. Reaching to midnight. Left hand, 6 o'clock. Remember, it's always okay to look down at your hand if it doesn't feel safe on your neck, looking up. Look down. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Left forearm, left thigh, right arm at the diagonal. Feel free to stay there or reach your left hand to a block or the mat. Driving both heels down here. Trying to get as long as you can from your right middle finger down through your torso and out through your right heel. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Look down. Cartwheel your hands to the mat inside your left foot. And then from here, walk your hands to the middle of the mat, toes narrow, heels wide. This time, grabbing hold of your big toes. Inhale, look forward to lengthen.
Exhale, deepen your fold. Prasarita Padangustasana D variation. Again, here, rolling your weight slightly forward as your hamstrings have warmed up quite a bit since we've started. And now lift your head, hands on the mat under your face. Look to the right. And for down dog, again, step your feet back, hands forward. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Let's stay in up dog. Pressing the mat away for 3. Tops of the feet press down. 2. Last breath, inhale. Flip your toes, down dog. Open your mouth. Take a big exhale here. And now, walk your hands to your feet at the back of the mat. For deep yogi squat, widen your stance as you turn your toes out wide and your heels narrow. Palms in prayer. Remembering you can always sit on a block or roll your mat to pad your heels here if they're not touching the ground. So finding your nice tall spine. Shoulders relaxed. Close your eyes if you want or let them rest kind of half open. Always thinking of this and every single pose as just a variation on your meditation seat. Putting ourselves in all of these funky positions so that we can practice noticing what arises, noticing where our thoughts go, noticing what feelings come up, and trying to stay calm while we're there, trying to sit with them, even when they're uncomfortable, without freaking out. 2 more breaths here. And now eyes open, look down, hands on the mat, lift your hips, walk it back out for downward facing dog. From dog, inhale, forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Coming down to all fours for tabletop pose again. This time, reach your right arm forward and stretch your left leg long behind you. You can stop right there and stay there if you'd like. Feel free to bend the back knee and reach back with your right hand, grabbing hold of the foot or the ankle and kicking up. Feeling the weight lifting up out of your left wrist. Softening the right shoulder. Continuing to breathe. And now inhale, stretch forward and back. Exhale, come back to all fours. Let's take the second side right away. So stretch your left arm forward, right leg back, inhale. And then maybe bend the back knee, reach back with the left hand, grab hold of the foot and kick. Aiming to keep your knee pointing down and back rather than splaying to the side. And then relax your face. And now inhale, extend, lengthen. Exhale, come back to all fours. Let's take child's pose. Taking a big exhale here, let it out. And now keeping your child's pose, bring your palms together in prayer. And then bend your elbows to bring that prayer behind your head. 3 breaths. Extending your arms again, downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, lift your knees. And now bring your toes and heels together to touch. Inhaling the right leg to the sky, open your hip, dropping your heel to the left. Continue to drive your left heel down and make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. Inhale, extend the leg and square your hip. Exhale, warrior one. Stepping your right foot forward, spin the left heel down. Virabhadrasana A. Sinking into your bent front knee. From here, reach back, interlacing hands behind your tailbone. Inhale to lift your heart, and then exhale, humble warrior. Softly lower your right shoulder inside your right thigh. I like to walk my right foot to the right a few centimeters. That's totally legal. And then keep tracking your right hip back and your left hip forward. Carefully release your hands to the mat next to your right foot. Spin to the ball of the back foot. You could stop right there if you want to. If you'd like, lower the back knee and untuck the back toes. Now this might be when your body tells you to stop. If you'd like, you can grab a block and put that under your hands here as well. Another variation might be to come down to your forearms and elbows on the block or on the mat. So this is lizard. And be super mindful of what you're doing with your back knee because you don't want to put a lot of pressure on it and dislocate it, right? Not a fun way to spend the holidays. So if this is your edge, stop there. Listen to your body. If you want to play a little more, maybe press up to your palms. I'm going to get rid of my block. And then bend the back knee so you roll to the bit of your body above the knee. You're not on your kneecap. Reach back with your right hand. Grab hold of your foot and guide it toward your left hip. Now my right foot is rolling a little bit to the outside edge. That's fine. So you might be feeling a stretch in your left quad. Just notice. Remembering to honor your edge and back off before you do any violence to your body. If you're holding your foot, carefully release it. Walk your right foot between your hands to the middle of your mat. Inhale, everybody look forward, and then rock your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana, your half split. Flexing your toes back toward your face. Remember, it can be really helpful here to put your hands on blocks, either side of your foot. So feel free to always consider that as an option. And now tracking your right hip back. Finding the hamstring stretch here. And now lift your head, rebend your knee, plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Staying for 2 breaths or for a vinyasa, inhale forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Toes and heels together. Inhale the left leg to the sky. Open your hip, dropping your heel to the right. Both shoulders and hands face the mat equally here as you drive your right heel down. And now inhale, extend the left leg, square your hip. Exhale, warrior one. Stepping the left foot forward, spin your right heel down. Virabhadrasana A. Finding that light behind your heart, the little back bend that's built into this pose. And now reach back, interlacing hands behind your tailbone. Inhale to lift your heart, and then exhale, humble warrior. Dropping your left shoulder inside your left thigh. Maybe moving your left foot to the left a few inches or centimeters, depending where you are in the world, to make room for your belly and your chest. Carefully releasing your hands to the mat inside your left foot, spin to the ball of the back foot, and maybe you stop right there. If you'd like, lower the back knee and untuck the back toes. Again, maybe you stop there.
You might want to grab your block, put your hands on the block, or come down to your forearms and elbows on that block, and that might be your pose. If you'd like, press back up to your palms. Roll above the right knee, and then reach back with your left hand and grab hold of the right foot and guide it towards your hip. Maybe looking back over your left shoulder. My left foot has tipped to that outside edge. You're welcome to do that as well. Just think about opening, softening. Keeping that left shoulder soft, your jaw soft, being super mindful of your right knee and its boundaries. Now if you're holding the foot, carefully release it. Walk your left foot between your hands. Inhale, look forward to lengthen. And then exhale, rock your hips back. Second side, Ardha Hanumanasana, your half monkey pose. Really letting go of the idea that you need to touch your face to your leg and instead maintaining your tall spine. Tracking your left hip slightly back. Lifting your head, rebend your left knee, plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Staying for 2 breaths or for Vinyasa. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And now coming to your knees to set up for camel Ustrasana. Standing about hip width apart on your knees with the toes tucked under or curled. It's up to you. Bring your hands behind you, fingers point down. Draw the elbows together behind your back. Inhale, really grow tall. And then exhale, begin to find your back bend, tracing that line across the sky. Maybe your right hand reaches for your right heel, left hand for the left heel. Remembering your breath is the #1 priority here. So much more so than how far you go. Softening into this back bend and really trusting it. Breathing in and out through your nose. Last 3. Right hand to right hip, left hand to left. Press your belly, shoulders, and head up. Right away, take a seat on your heels. Palms on your thighs. Close your eyes if you want. Just letting yourself sit with whatever's coming up. Imagining it rolling by like a cloud in the sky, moving through you. And now take a big inhalation. Open your mouth and exhale. Eyes open, seal your lips. Downward facing dog. Neutralize your spine here in dog a little bit. Staying for 2 breaths or for a vinyasa. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming to your knees again, but this time at the top of the mat. Sit on your heels. And if this is already asking too much, grab a block or 2 or a big pillow and sit on that instead and stop there. If your knees are cool, lift your hips and separate your feet a little so you can land your hips on the ground between your heels. And right here, if your knees pop up or they spread open, that's your cue to stop. But if everything's okay, your ankles, your knees are cool, you can stay here, palms on your thighs. Or right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot, lower to forearms and elbows. Maybe you stop right there. There's a beautiful back bend to be found here in this variation of Supta Virasana. If you promise me your knees are healthy, you can lower all the way down. And then maybe reach back and grab hold of your elbows. This pose might not be happening for a lot of people, and that is absolutely fine. So if that's you too, just know you're in good company. Find whatever variation of this pose feels good, feels healthy for your body today.
I wish you could see the stillness and the grace and the peace of these snowflakes falling outside my window. In spite of the chaos with coronavirus and all the uncertainty here as we move into a third year of the pandemic, there is something so peaceful about them, so completely oblivious. If your hands are behind your head, bring your hands to your feet, pressing up to your elbows and then to your palms. And then everybody look forward, plant your hands and step it back, downward facing dog. Move the blood a little bit. Taking 2 breaths here, or for Vinyasa, inhale forward, exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog, exhale downward facing dog. And now from dog, bend your knees, looking forward. Step or jump through to your seats. Placing your feet hip distance. Place your hands behind you so the fingertips point to your hips. Inhale. And then exhale, lift, reverse tabletop. Looking to the wall behind you if that feels okay with your neck. Toes press down. Lifting your belly and your pelvis to the sky. And now softly lower your hips, soles of the feet touch, knees fall open, thumbs in your arches. Inhale to lift, exhale, fold forward for Padangustasana. Feel free to reach your arms forward a little bit if you can maintain a fairly nice and long spine. And now lift your head, walk your hands back in toward your body. Hug your knees close and then roll onto your back. We're going to take either bridge pose or a full back bend, your choice. So set it up with your feet hip distance, knees over your heels. Middle fingers reach for your heels if you're going to take bridge. Hands by your ears if you're going to take your full back bend, okay? So set it up, hands and feet in place. Exhale. And then inhale, lift it up. You're warm, you're open, you're unraveled. So breathe into this. Full back bend, your arms are strong, your heart is soft. Everybody squeeze your inner thighs, knees. Open up. Last big breath, inhale. And then softly, gently tuck your chin lower. Soles of the feet together, knees fall open. Left hand on your belly, right hand on your heart. You can close your eyes if you want. Taking a big inhalation. Open your mouth and exhale. Feeling your heartbeat under your hand. Feeling your belly rise and fall with your breath. Knowing that in spite of anything that is complicated and painful and uncertain, you're alive. You're alive on a snowy, cold day in December. And now hands outside your thighs. Guide your knees together, hugging your knees into your chest. Make a few little circles to the left and to the right. And then coming into happy baby, bring your fingers to your arches as you stack your heels over your knees and press your belly button down into the floor. You might want to rock your baby right and left, right and left. And now coming back to center, give yourself a squeeze. Tuck your fingers between your knees and your thighs and gently rock and roll yourself. We're going to build some momentum for a Vinyasa in 3, 2, rock on up into a high plank. However you want to get there, flow through a Vinyasa. And then we'll finish together here in downward facing dog. Finding your breath. Bringing your toes and heels to touch. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, right leg up. And then hook your right big toe on the back of your left heel. So now you're in down dog with just one leg. Let the weight of that right foot drive your left heel down. And then inhale forward for a high plank, just like this. Stay here or do 2 push-ups. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Everybody down dog, right leg in the sky. Inhale. Exhale, pigeon. Landing your shin forward. Lower your back knee and untuck the back toes. Inhale to lift your heart. Feel free to stay right here. If you'd like, you can walk your hands forward, coming into any variation of the forward fold. Remember, if this doesn't feel safe on your right knee, you can always sit on a block or a bolster. Keeping your shoulders soft. Feeling your breath and your heart rate slow as we begin to wind things down a little bit. You might hear the low tones of my husband working from home in the office on the other side of this wall. Pandemic life continues. I don't think any of us thought that we would be here 2 years into this. And it has been such a practice for every single one of us, a challenge in so many ways. So if you are grieving this holiday season, or if you're struggling, just know you're not alone. Know that it's not easy. And moments like this in our lives, these challenges, they're the reason we do any of this practice. So that we can learn to sit with them, to breathe through them, to be okay, even when everything seems so unknown. And now lifting your head, walk your hands back in, curl your back toe, step it back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here, or for Vinyasa, inhale forward, exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog, exhale downward facing dog. Toes and heels touch. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, left leg up, and then hook the big toes on the back of the right heel. So now you're in down dog with just one leg. Driving the right heel down to maybe find a stretch here in the calf or the Achilles. Inhale forward, high plank. Stay here or do 2 push-ups. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And then everybody down dog. Left leg in the sky, inhale, exhale, pigeon. Landing the left shin forward, lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. Inhale to lift your heart and lengthen, stay there. Or exhale, walk your arms forward, coming into the forward fold. I never wanted to teach online, and I never thought I would. I'm quite an introverted and private person in many ways. And when March 2020 hit, and I realized that yoga studios wouldn't be a safe space for a long time, I nervously filmed a practice and posted it on YouTube and didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I'm really grateful that almost 2 years later, so many of you have found these practices and are maybe finding time to practice with me in California or in North Dakota or in London or wherever you might be. I'm really thankful for these connections that have come. And I'm grateful for the fact that we can still continue to practice together when so much remains unknown. Last breath. Lifting your head, walk your hands in toward your shin, curl your back toe, step it back, downward facing dog. Stay for 2 breaths or for your final vinyasa. Inhale forward, exhale chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale downward facing dog. From here, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump through to your seat, and extend your legs out long in front of you. Draw your left knee in, let it fall open like in tree pose for Shavasana. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, and then exhale, fold forward over your straight right leg.
Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, deepen your fold. Remember, you can always use your strap to grab your foot here if you want. Sometimes I like to put a block on my foot to make the stretch a little more interesting, but I know that might not apply for everybody. So listen to what your body needs today. Maybe that means bending your knee. Lengthen with the inhale. Deepen with the exhale. Last breath. Lift your head, reach your arms forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, palms through prayer. Place that left hand on the mat behind your left hip. Rise up onto your knee, reaching the right arm long in a diagonal. Finding the side body stretch here. And then softly lower your hips, hug your left knee in, and then extend it long. Second side. Draw the right knee in, let it fall open. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift to lengthen, and then exhale, deepen your fold. Second side. I always include Jani Sirsasana in a practice. There is something about it that it feels so simple and yet so grounding, so comforting, so calming. It feels fundamental. Lengthen, inhale. Deepen, exhale. Lifting your head, arms reach forward, come all the way up. Inhale, exhale, palms through prayer. Placing the right hand on the mat behind your right hip. Rise up onto your right knee. Taking the left arm long at a diagonal here. Find that little side body stretch. And then softly lower your hips, hug your right knee in, extend it long, getting ready for Paschimottanasana. So wiggle your hips back once or twice. Have your strap handy. Inhale, arms up, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift to lengthen, and then exhale, deepen your fold. Grabbing your big toes or the sides of your feet, or placing your hands on the outsides of your ankles. Shoulders soft. Again, releasing the idea that you ever need to smush your face into your legs. And instead, just seeing if you can meet yourself with gentleness here in this pose. Look how much your body has gone through. Look how much your mind has gone through. Look how much your heart has gone through in these last 2 years. Offer them grace. And now lift your head, arms reach forward, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, palms through prayer, release. Come into your wide-legged straddle, Upavisha, Konasana. So again, try not to expect it to look like something you've seen on a magazine, right? Just find what you can do today. I like to actually grab my inner thighs and help externally rotate them so that the knees point to the sky and the toes point to the sky. Okay, so you can do that too. And then find your tall spine. Take your arms wide, like in Warrior Two, and then reach the right fingers for the right toes, reaching the left arm long at a diagonal. Continue to ground down through the left hip. You might want to place the right forearm on the mat with the palm up, or you might not. It's up to you. Breathing here for 3. Inhale, come all the way up, arms wide. Exhale, second side. Left fingers to your left toes, right arm at the diagonal. Feel free to place the left forearm on the mat inside the left calf with the palm up. And then think about pressing your right hip down so that it's not popping up off the ground. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach both arms to the sky. Interlace your fingers and flip your palms up. And now just lean slightly to the right. And then lean slightly to the left. Again, lean slightly to the right. And then lean slightly to the left. Coming back to center, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Hands on the mat in front of you, lift your heart, inhale, and then use the exhale to start walking your arms forward and stop when your body tells you it's time to stop. Remembering that there's no need to ever touch your belly to the floor in this pose, that it's all about listening to your body and backing off before you do any damage. We come back to this notion of ahimsa, right, which is non-violence, non-suffering. There's already plenty of suffering in the world. We don't need to create any more, especially in our bodies. So just notice what you feel here. See if you can use the breath to stay with it. Remembering that sensations, feelings, thoughts, just like everything, are impermanent. They will not last forever. Even COVID will not last forever, even though it feels like it might. We know that just like everything, it will eventually pass. So we practice sitting with it, breathing through it, trying to taste some measure of equanimity, even when it's really hard. And now lift your head, walking your hands back in toward your body. Bring the soles of your feet together one more time. Thumbs in your arches. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Padangustasana. Maybe using your elbows to help gently guide your knees open. Shoulders soft. And now inhale, lift your head. Hands outside your thighs, guide your knees together, wrapping your arms around your shins. Bring your forehead to your knees. Open your mouth and exhale. And now lift your head, coming right into any comfortable seated position. Dropping into our final quick little closing meditation before Shavasana. Thinking of this like just a continuation of the Vinyasa. Instead of flowing through a Vinyasa or balancing in a high lunge, we sit here in some variation of a cross-legged pose and just watch the breath rise and watch it fall. And if and when you find your mind is worrying or planning or thinking or chattering, just know how completely normal that is. And very gently, very tenderly just say, hey, come on back and begin again. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Inhaling peace. Open your mouth, exhale peace. And now in that peace, inhaling palms to prayer. Exhaling, we bow forward in very simple gratitude for this body, this breath, this moment, and this life. For as the yoga reminds us, each of these will pass. That we might never take any of those breaths or any of those moments, even and especially the most awkward and painful ones, for granted. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I offer all efforts to all teachers. Inhaling, we rise up. My friends and my teachers, thank you so much for practicing with me today. I wish you a beautiful holiday season. But before that, please take a good long Shavasana now. Lay it out. Take your rest. Get quiet. Imagine you're resting with these beautiful snowflakes falling outside and really dropping into that hush. I look forward to seeing you again soon.